really sorry, but I have to do what is best for me.
Yes, I am back. Good day, everyone. I am so very sorry for what happened earlier on. It was a technical glitch, like our almighty INEC would say in Nigeria. You know, this technology thing is nobody's mate. So I'm very sure that this time around, I am live. I saw the problem and I have rectified it. And that won't happen again. I apologize. Apologize very sincerely. If you can hear me, please drop a comment. Yes, my name is Obodo. People fondly call me Oje. That's why you can see that on the show. You see Oje as a host. Today, let me play. I'll show you, give you an idea of what we're doing today.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for being such amazing people. Thank you for not making the journey. I was one that ended it. And it's not because I was married to a monster or I was married to someone that is not a good person. I didn't have in-laws issues. Let me put it that way. My in-laws, I love them and I'm so sorry. I think they are the only people I probably apologize to with this video. My in-laws are from Calabar. They are the sweetest, nicest in-laws any woman can ever hope for. And so I know they'll probably see this video. I apologize. I'm so sorry to you.
Yes, that's what we're discussing this lady today. First of all, I will put out a disclaimer. For this show, I do not know her from anywhere. Nice lady, I will put it that way. Beautiful lady. I am a subscriber to her channel, and I am still a subscriber to her channel. If you can hear me, just drop a chat so I can know that you're hearing me very clearly. I'm still very much a subscriber to her channel, but I don't watch her show. I stopped watching the show for some certain reasons that we will discover maybe in the course of the broadcast or the live stream. And of course, people are welcome to come and hear their views eventually. Yeah, like I said, I don't know her. I am a subscriber, but I don't watch her show. But I just, decided to do this to balance things up because of quite a lot of things that I saw online, part of which are like this, if you can see my screen, I saw these screaming headlines. One said, Obodo, you need to ask for mercy. I was like, what mercy? Okay, I now remember that. This bro, she did a show regarding this musician who actually died, he actually died afterwards, after the show, because there was, some very nasty things that was, said about. It wasn't nasty, but I said nasty, but he actually had some secret that was let out to the world. And everybody was, taken aback. The man actually finally, passed on, and God rest his soul. So I saw this criminal headline. I saw another one. It was saying, see Summer Aku reaction to Obodo Oyinbo TV, 20 years marriage breakup. And I was wondering, like, where are these things coming from? Somebody said payback time. Summer Aku reacts to Obodo Oyinbo failed marriage. Shocking secrets of Obodo Oyinbo TV exposed. Why she ended a 20-year marriage. I was like, hey, this is serious. And saw another one. She dumped me when I needed her most. Husband breaks silence. Obodo Oyinbo, go back to your husband. I shall day your eye. Some people are mean, ja. I was just seeing all of this screaming headline, family drama, 20 years gone in one day. Women are also divorcing the good men. I was like, wow, this something is really serious somewhere. Something is going bad somewhere. I'm lonely in my marriage. I'm quitting. Obodo Oyinbo, marriage of 20 years is over. My marriage of 20 years is over. MONGO Park. I did not suffer in my marriage. Stop snooping. Oh, I think she eventually reacted to a lot of backlash that people had about her show, and she came to react and all that, and that's why a lot of headlines. Lady Monica exposes Auntie B. In fact, I had to go to this Lady Monica's channel to go and see exactly what's going on, and man, it was terrible. It was not something really nice, when I went to I will show you guys this one too, from online perfection to reality. Open letter to Auntie B. So all of these headlines were really touching for me. So I had to, like, what's really going on? So I decided that, okay, I was going to balance things up. After looking at what the social media is saying, I said, no, I have to balance things up. I cannot, do exactly what everyone is doing. So I decided to carry out some investigation. One of the videos that I watched was saying that she's not a social worker. So I decided to, find out exactly if she was a social worker. So I went to this very company. If you can hear me, please drop a comment, okay? Let me see if you can hear me. Just chat and say, hey, I can hear you. Yeah, please. Let me know if you can hear me. So I went online to go and see what's really going on. And I typed a name on this, check a company. Let's go there. Let's go to the company's website to see, Bridget Epo. Her name is Bridget Epo. So I decided to go online to go and see exactly what's going on and, find out if because one of them said she's not a social worker. So let me share my screen to show you so that we can check the company together. If you can see, let me know if you can see my screen. Yeah, this one. If you can see my screen, let me know so we can check together. So I went there and I decided to type Bridget Epo. And I pressed enter. Nothing came out. I was worried. I said, okay, let me check for officers. So typing Bridget Epo. Sorry, our last name is Epo. And I typed social worker. And I clicked on search. Oh, I was able to find something. Our name popped up. This is our name. So apparently, if you check online on Check Company in the UK, you can see the address to be checkcompany.co.uk. And to find out if she was indeed a social worker, it actually brought out her name, and the occupation is social worker. The address is Cheshire, United Kingdom, and she has one appointment. So I clicked on the name and it brought out detailed about her. Detailed information about her, because this is the public information. So can you see what I'm seeing? So I was able to see an overview that says Miss Bridget Humhene Hepo. Miss Bridget Humhene Hepo is a social worker from Cheshire. This person was born in June 1970. Please, if you are my viewer, please hold that. It says she was born June 1970. Woo! That means Bridget Epo, 1970 to date, is how many years old? If she was born in June, that means as of June last year, she will be 55 years old. Let's hold that and keep that, let's keep that aside. 55 years old. Miss Bridget Humhene Epo is British and resident in England. This company officer is or was associated with at least one company roles. Company roles associated with this officer had at least £10 shareholder value in recent accounts. Their most recent appointment in our record was to Omotola Social Care Limited on 2016, November 16th day of November 2016. And if you look down at company appointments, current and previous, if you look at it, it says Omotola Care Limited, company status. Company is no longer trading. Our role in that company is director. She was appointed 2016 of the 16th day of November. And the appointment is still the status is still current. So, like I said, this show will debunk. It will do what? It will debunk a lot of lies that people were saying in their. Like I said, I want to be very neutral. It will debunk a lot of lies that people were, saying regarding her status as a social worker. She is a social worker. So as I was saying, I went on. I had to, I went on her page to check, is she really divorced? Before anything could happen to the video. And yes, I saw the video I played earlier, which she
Really
claimed
sorry,
that
but I have
she's
to the one
divorced.
that ended it. And it's not because I was married to a monster or I was
She
married to
said
someone that is not a good person.
she said she's not married to a monster, and she's not that she's not married to a good person. Yes, it means that she was really married to a good man.
I didn't have in-laws issues. Let me put it that way. My in-laws, I love them, and I'm so sorry. I think they are the only people I probably apologize to with this video. My in-laws are from Calabar. Yeah.
In Yoruba land, the best persons you can have in marriage, they are your in-laws. When you have very good in-laws, there's a 80% chance that marriage will be very successful. So I was wondering what could be our excuse, or what could be the reason why, she decided to leave the marriage. Then I was really worried, and then I did a further investigation, especially regarding, because this company registration that I showed earlier, that has to do with being registered in the UK as a social worker. I was not totally, maybe because it was since 2016. So I did a further investigation to find out if she's truly a social worker. And in the UK, you have to be truly, there are bodies that shows that you are, part of social worker and people that are allowed to carry out social work. But another thing that bothered me about the status that they wrote there was to find out why she used a miss. That is, she used MS. Then I asked, I asked Google, and Google said sometimes MS could be used because it would be like a neutral title, and it can be used for a woman regardless if whether they are married, divorced, or single. If you flash back to 2016 and what some videos talked about, especially this video, let me show you this video. This video was it was the one that got me worried the most. This one. This lady actually gave it to Obodo. She went all out for Obodo Oyinbo. She said she had been divorced 10 years ago. And being divorced 10 years ago, I got curious. I got worried, like, oh, really? She's been divorced 10 years ago? That she was just living with the man and that they were not truly, in love. They were not together. So I went further to, find out, and I discovered quite a lot of things. Number one, Obodo Oyinbo posted a video which, as
nicest in-laws.
3 years ago, she was still married. Let me share that. 1 minute. This one shows that she was 3 years ago. Where's this video? 1 minute. Yeah. Let's look at this video from Obodo Oyinbo, which will confirm to you that no, Obodo Oyinbo is truly married. So, how to rekindle your marriage. This was done about 3 years ago. So when I saw this video, I knew that no, there are a lot of lies that were put out there. She's truly married. Let's watch the video together.
Hey guys, how is everyone doing? Good morning, good morning. Day 2 in Paris. We've had breakfasts and now we are going to explore. Explore. Finally managed to get my hubby to get up because he's been sleeping, saying I came to rest. Well, we rested enough. It's like, what time is it now? 1 p.m., 2 p.m.?
Yeah, so that video is showing her to, like I said, 3 years ago, is showing her to be in love and still with the hubby. If you look at her hand very well, I'm going to fast forward the video. If you look at her hands, her fingers, you'll get to see that she's wearing a wedding ring. I will do, because of copyright, I don't want to stay too long on this video. They went to Paris. Let me just make it maybe run faster. Or let me fast forward it. This is she was asking the husband some question. This was when they were on the streets, they were going to the mall. Do you know that this video, she did it on Valentine's Day? She took her husband. She paid all expense paid trip for Valentine to Paris with her husband. Oyinbo did the payment. So 3 years ago, if you look at the video, you'll see that this was done 3 years ago. So I'm trying to debunk the fact that she's been divorced like 10 years ago, that a lot of bloggers were talking about, saying that, oh, she was just messing around and all that. Let's watch the video a little.
Monday.com,
they got to the
opposite
mall
of any work platform we tried in the past. We tried other work management platforms.
We're having a good time, but let me just, this was the mall.
The center. These are all bags.
That's the husband talking.
Somebody is ringing from the United Kingdom.
It's the husband that is,
they're wasting their time.
Recording.
Okay.
This is 3 years ago.
So we're at the rooftop. This is the rooftop, guys.
This was their trip to Paris. He's showing us everything they went to. The husband was there. I need to show you when they went to the mall to buy stuff. She bought the husband some gifts.
See. Wow. It's beautiful. Okay, let me look for a jacket. Oh, there are jackets here. Let me look for one.
Can you see it? So let me forward it.
Size.
This was where she was,
this is good, but it's not a size.
Was trying to buy a gift. The husband was talking to her 3 years ago. Look at her fingers. Looking at her finger, you can see her wedding ring there. She is married 3 years ago. People were saying 10 years ago. No. Look at the Oyinbo's finger. You might hate her for whatever reason. No. I will not be blinded to just, put out information that is not real. Oyinbo is married as of 3 years ago.
It depends on you.
Now, I'm going to even take you to where they were even lovey-dovey. They did their shopping. They came to, she did all sorts of, buying. It's the husband that is recording here, no one else. Is this someone that is divorced or not happily married? Now, that's let me take us to where they finally got to where they got home and started talking about, now, this is the husband.
For one or the other
they were talking about how to rekindle your marriage.
And that is why the fundamentals of marriage, if we really want to go by the fundamentals,
how do you rekindle your marriage?
There are two people in a marriage, but both must respect one another. But in a relationship, there is always a head. Of course. If in any relationship, in any organization, in any coming together, there must always be a leader. And it is often very, very important for that to be acknowledged.
Guys, I needed to pause there to be sure that I can't see any chat, nothing. I can't see any chat. Nobody is typing to me so that I can know that people are, with me in the studio. Can anybody just drop a chat? Hello? Hello? Before I continue, because as much as the wedding or the marriage is, some people can just put things out there just to, make people feel like, I think people just do things so that they can get they call it clickbait, right? So that people can just rush to their channel, and so that people can, just, they're going to make money by force by fire on this social media thing. People have neglected or abandoned, how will I put it? Abandoned proper research, proper investigative, research regarding information out there. Once something just come online and people are, running with it, you're also running with it without doing a proper investigation. This is not fair on this lady. You might hate him for certain reasons. In fact, the reason why I left, that I don't really watch her show so much, is the fact that, yes, she calls us Mongo Park, she calls us Mongo Park, and she will that is called men Mongo Park. Sometimes even ladies that don't like our opinions or don't like our views, she'll shut them down. Those are one or two reasons why I felt like I don't think I need to be watching this anymore. Because at a point I came to the conclusion that maybe the people that are watching this channel are people that are broken, women that are broken, because it wasn't a balanced show. I would say that most times it wasn't balanced. It wasn't more of people hearing their opinion, or when you bring someone in and someone needs to, if nobody will tell a story and say the bad side or say the not too good side about themselves. They will definitely say the good side of about themselves. But that doesn't now mean I should also hate her. It doesn't mean that I should take off my reasoning cap and do the proper investigation about. In fact, I'm still going to show something else to certify that, leave it or take it, hate her or love her, she is real, in the sense that whatever she must have put out, aside from the age, and aside from the age, because we're going to talk about the age. I'll put it there. I've shown you earlier, but we're still going to come back there. But let's continue watching their discussion together, because it was very rich. I love the discussion. I love the way herself and her husband discussed this.
It is important for the leader, of course, of that relationship to make overtures. That is, if he himself also admits.
I'm not talking about disagreements. I'm not saying when there's fights. I'm just saying, because when people have been married for a long time, it's not like when you just get married, everything is nice, it's rosy. It's sweet.
Yes,
no children yet. The flames are still high. You're still like doing boyfriend and girlfriend stage. The children are not there yet. The challenges of life have not really hit you.
Yes.
But if you've been married for 10, 15, 20 years, it's not the same. A lot would have happened in that period. And in some cases,
how do you rekindle?
Yeah, in some cases, because of life issues, challenges, life happening, people drift away from one another. Yes. So you find a lot of people in like comfortable marriages now, that they are married only because maybe the children, they are staying because of the children. The children they are co-parenting, or they are staying because their finances are tied together. Do you understand? Their finances are tied together. Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe they have a joint ownership of a house, and it will be complicated. So they just, a lot of women who come on my show, and some men even tell me that what they are in is not a marriage. Like, some of them are not even relating sexually anymore. Do you understand? It's a very cold kind of relationship whereby everybody is doing their own thing. Okay, but you live under the same roof, okay? You still share your bills if that's the arrangement of sharing bills, and everybody still do their own thing. But in terms of the core thing that brought you together in the first instance, which is marriage, the relationship is not there anymore.
Yes, quite frankly, the issue you're saying is that a marriage that had been very, very hot suddenly becomes cold. The word we
So guys, so this is 3 years ago. I say it again. Do these people look like someone who is, or persons who are not married? They don't look like people who are not married. They are married. They are, you can see the ring in the man's hand, and Obodo was wearing a ring. If you finish, we're going to finish watching this video so that you can see how they ended the discussion. But before we go on, let me show you something else. I want to debunk another thing that has to do with our employment in the UK. Give me a minute. Let's get out of this this studio. Let me put us on. So I went further, to investigate if really she's, you could have registered your company as a social worker, and you probably are not registered, because when you're practicing anything healthcare, very serious countries like the UK, the US, and Canada and the likes will require you to go through a proper process. So I want us to check her out on another web page. I want to check her out on another web page. And the web page, for every social worker, you must be registered with this web page, or you must be registered with this organization. And the organization is called Social Work England. Because one, I've debunked the fact that she was divorced 10 years ago. No, she was not divorced 10 years ago. That video that we watched was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, she took her husband to Paris. She sponsored the trip. If you're not in love with someone, you will not sponsor, a woman sponsoring her husband to the US, to Paris for, holidays, Valentine's specifically. That means this was in February, some 3 years ago. In fact, you will hear from the video that the husband bought her jewelry worth £4,000. Some bloggers will just go out there, rushing out there, just Oyinbo. In fact, I need to show you. I don't need to show you that video. That video was disgusting. It was really disgusting, because I was like, why would you not carry out investigation without just doing your proper finding? You're talking about this woman probably because you've had something to do together that didn't go right. That's not nice. But anyway, don't let us prolong. So I did another finding to say, okay, let me be very sure that this lady is a social worker. So I went to Social Work England. And if you go to Social Work England, if you want to know if someone is registered, you just have to, click on the search, Social Work England. I hope you are seeing my screen, everyone. So if you get to Social Work England, it wants to verify if I'm a true human being. So I click on that, and it's going to take me there. It has verified that I'm a human being. Now, it said, start the register. We're going to do this together. So I said, okay, I want to check for Bridget. Bridget. She's senior me, so I call her Auntie B. Now my Egbon. So let me call her Egbon. Egbon Auntie B. But I can't put Egbon on this. So I do Bridget. Our last name is Ekpo. Bridget Ekpo. And I clicked on search the register. And look, she is registered. there was a blogger that was saying, I don't think this one is a social worker. I don't think this one is. Look, her name is the first that came out, Bridget Ekpo. Her registration number is SW110889. And she's registered in the town of employment is Medway. I click on Bridget Ekpo. It will tell us, it will give us details about our registration. So Bridget Ekpo, as of today, the 7th of February, is registered. The registered name is Bridget Ekpo. Registration number is that. It's a public thing. It's a public record, which these bloggers should have checked. Bloggers should have been able to check it. And she's registered. The status is registered. Town of employment is Medway. She's registered from 2016. If you remember the company we went to check our record, the company also said 2016. So apparently 2016 November, if you remember, on the 16th day of November 2016 was what the company said. Yeah, and this one, that means she was initially registered with the this organization, Social Work England, before setting up our company. So initially, she actually registered. She registered and set up a company. And our registration is until November this very year, 30th. This registration definitely will require renewal. So on this page, she is definitely a social worker. I did further investigation, and I was told that she is British, of course, like the company said. But the other investigation I did was that where did she study, to be sure that she went to the school, she's qualified. And I found out that she actually did get a social work degree from London Metropolitan University. So that was the investigation I did. I later had to, let me add this to stage, I had to do, I went to London Metropolitan University to check her name. I could not get her name on London Metropolitan University. So what I now did was I went back to social work to find out if London Metropolitan University is accredited as one of those universities that once you get a degree from them, they are recognized to have social work this thing. So I went to check, how do I join? So you have to apply to join. When you apply to join, this is how to apply. You need all these records. Once you get pay your registration fee, record CPD, renew your registration annually. And then I wanted to check education and training. When I checked which are the approved courses and which are the schools that are approved, I found that there are some approved programs. These are the approved programs. So I went by university. So I now got to the school. I got London Metropolitan University. Apparently, Madam Bridget Ekpo went to London Metropolitan University. Our university is one of the schools that is approved. But the degree that she studied, whether it was BSc Honors Social Work, Master's Degree Social Work, or Postgraduate Certificate Approved Mental Health Practice, that is work-based, or whatever she studied, I don't know. But these are approved. That means whatever she studied is approved. This is the woman who has done so well for herself in terms of her YouTube channel. You can see our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has over 102,000 subscribers. She has over 1,700 videos. She's done so well for herself. Why are you guys trying to castigate her? Marriage is tough. Marriage is very tough. So why are you guys, brandishing God knows what? You don't know what's, wrong with her. But let me continue with, the video that we were watching, so that you can see for yourself that she was still married. Yeah. So let's continue.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
When you rekindle something, there must be a reason why you want to rekindle it. What is happening? Something is fundamentally wrong, and that is why you want to recharge it. Now, either it is because the issues of life, the daily challenges, routine challenges have crept into your marriage, and so you suddenly start finding fault. I mean, except when you tell me that the cause of the rekindling is not about fault. It's not about, because it could be either fault, because you have to identify the problems. First of all, you have to identify the problems, whether it is because of fault, either from either party.
Can you guys hear the husband talking? That is the husband talking. That is the husband talking. So I'm wondering, where are people getting all this noise from that she's not married? 3 years ago, that would be 2020. Yeah, it's exactly 2023. So between 2023 and now is what we need to investigate. What really happened? What happened in that marriage? That is what we need to investigate. I don't think anything I don't think it is true that in the last 10 years,
irrespective of whatever it is,
they were not together.
Life happens. People drift apart. It can be because of a partner cheating. It can be because of somebody not caring about the other person's feelings.
Yes.
Like a lot of us women complain that you Nigerian men are not romantic. They are not romantic. Like things that we women, our love language is affection. If we don't have an emotional connection with a man or with our husband, it's difficult for us.
Yes.
But a lot of you men don't understand what this means for us. You think that, for instance, women are just being petty. What is our problem? Am I not providing? Am I not doing this? Am I not doing that? But that emotional connection, simple things as hugging, hugging somebody, telling somebody I love you, expressing love, giving gifts, things like that. Okay. Depending on the love language of what the person is, the romance in the relationship dies when you don't keep it alive.
Really?
Yes,
Really? You think so?
Because you were not taught, you see. You were not taught how to hug. You see how our children are? They are very affectionate because I have chosen to teach them hugging.
Yes.
So this is something I've taught our boys now. And now they hug easily. They hug. They are so used to it, but you weren't taught. A simple thing like that, a simple thing as hug can make all the difference to a woman.
Listen, I personally don't think, such views are very relative, and it depends on how, because there are so many ways of showing love.
I know.
Hugging, and there are deceptive hugging. You can hug very deceptive. Oh, you can. It can happen.
Like is it the hug of Judas?
The
hug of Judas. The one I give hug is the one that you should take.
Yes. I don't think those things. Well, you count them very important, but some men would just see that as very ordinary.
Please.
I don't think that should be a reason for flame going out of a marriage.
It can contribute. You are looking at it from a man's angle. I'm looking at it from a woman's angle. Okay, what about kissing?
Oh, kissing is important.
Not
Absolutely.
kissing only when you want to have kerewa.
No. Kissing is important. You have kissing.
Daily kissing.
Yeah, you can care. You want to go to work, you kiss your wife. You want to go to work, you come back, oh darling, how are you? You kiss. Those things can happen. But when you have come initially when the relationship starts,
You're saying that a man that does his
dues meets his
obligations,
and all those things, and you will understand that man there is love. All those things are expressions of love.
Yeah, they are.
They are all expressions of love.
Yeah.
Because if there is no love, he wouldn't do those things.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, completely, absolutely. But you are talking about going that extra length of kissing you. I can have a girlfriend waiting for me outside, and that is more reason I will kiss you to make you think I love you.
Yeah.
Oh, darling, how are you? I'm going to meet somebody. So when you see, even I will be very curious. If I was a woman and a man suddenly begins to, show me that excessive.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to, stop that video there. That's one debunking that I needed to do. Obodo Oyinbo, as of 3 years ago, was married. Now, before I end the show, since I could not, I'm sorry, I'm just getting used to this software. Probably we need to, get used to it more. But yeah, I need to, get used to this software the more. But yeah, don't let me use that as a thing. But she is married 3 years ago. The only thing, it's a call if she has, marital issues. Every marriage has their problem. There are some things that you experience in marriage, and at a point you might not be able to, endure it. Hence, you get out of that marriage. But one thing that I have learned is that don't judge people, because there are some things that you might not be able to endure. There are some things that some people might endure. Some people might. Our elasticity is very different. So if anyone is deciding to get out of a marriage for reasons best known to them, please respect their decision. The moment I watched the video, I respected her decision. It's a call, it's a life. It is not my business. The only thing or one or two things that I didn't like too well about our show, I've said it earlier, is the fact that it wasn't balanced. It was more like one-sided for women, and women who are hearing their views and expressing themselves and say, hey, no, this is not true. This shouldn't be like this. She will get to, cut them in their track and not let them have a voice. Yeah. I think if she's going to watch this, I'll let her know that it's important for her to know that she should improve on that. She should let people have voice in her shows and let people be able to speak. It is their opinion, and let people's opinion be heard. The last thing before I end the show is the 1970 birthday. It is the 1970 birthday. The 1970 birthday is officially on the record of government, as I had shown earlier on. Maybe I should show us again. Is this one? Let me show us the birthday again. It shows that. Share screen. Let me share my screen. This one, it was showing. This website is telling us that she was born 1970. That is 55 years ago today. But Obodo Oyinbo is telling us that she is 52. Obodo Oyinbo is not 52. She's 55 on government record. She's 55. And this is where she had actually told us that she's 52. She's 52. Let me show you. So some years ago, she actually celebrated she got to the 5th floor. She said she got to the 5th floor. And
50.
she said she's 50.
These are not your everyday teeth.
She got to be 50.
No. So I have a regular provider that I.
And that was 3 years ago. So it means that she's 52 now, but on government record, she's not 52. She's 55. So I don't know if I wanted to dig further down to, find out more. I wanted to go deep into finding out if they filed divorce in the UK. But because the show was very close, I wanted to know the date that they filed divorce or separation. If I would advise Obodo Oyinbo, you or advise anyone, not just herself, is that whatever record you put out there, make sure that you can defend it. Make sure that you're not, if you're a public figure, you've done well for yourself. You don't have to let, you don't have to let people know exactly what is always tell the truth to people. Especially you have very large followers like this. You need to tell people the truth about yourself. Secondly, you made a mess of yourself by coming out and telling the world that you're divorced. Who cares about you that you're divorced? As in, whose business is it that you're divorced? It's nobody's business. Everybody is going through one or two things. You don't have to your social media is whatever you dumped on the social media, despite the fact that you deleted the video, we still have copies of that video. And it's going to be forever there. You can't take it away. So why are you putting something on social media that you don't truly, were you expecting public sympathy? Those are things that I just find not too good with whatever she did. Other than that, it is not anybody's freaking business that Obodo Oyinbo is divorced. Nobody cares about you. It is not your business that she's divorced. It is not your business that she had to leave. In fact, I watched a video. You were saying that she left a old man, this, that. Obodo Oyinbo herself is not 52. Obodo Oyinbo will be 56 this year. She will be 56. By June, she will be 56. That means she's close to 60. The man, I understand, is 62. So 56 to 60. There's no gap. There's no so much gap. So it was the gap between them is a very good gap that a good gap that is very okay for a marriage. So there's nothing special about that. And she said she's been married for 20 years. Well, that's fine. If she decides to go her ways or something or whatever, it is nobody's business. Please let her be. But the only thing is, her age is not real. She's not 52. She's 55, and she will be 56 by this June. So if she's coming out to say, "Oh, I'll be 53," no, she's not 53. She will be 56. She's 3 years older, and she's a social worker in the UK. Let people get their facts right. Thank you very much for watching. I didn't want to I just got this software, so I think I'm still, finding it, navigating around it. But I think I'll be there. I'll be good. I'll be very good with it very shortly. I have another show tomorrow for it's for 10 o'clock tomorrow, I think. Yeah, 10 o'clock tomorrow. It has to do with being a single mother who married. The man doesn't like the son. So if you want to watch it, you can join me tomorrow, 10 o'clock. I'll share the link. I'll figure out what's wrong with my software, because I wanted people to call in and discuss this Obodo Oyinbo matter. You can drop a comment so that if we need to replay it, so that we can come back and talk about her. But yes, I came out on behalf of the MONGO Parks. She calls us MONGO Park, but we like her. We are too mature to be fighting her based on, say, a marriage, divorce. Things happen to people. You know what people are going through currently. But the mistake she made was that she put us on social media. She shouldn't have done that. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you're there, I will try and sort out my chat and connect mode, so that for tomorrow's show is about a single mother who married and the husband does not like the son. I want people to come and contribute and talk about it. And then I'll call it a day right here. Thank you for watching if you're there. And thank you to those that will watch it much later. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell so that you can join the Gist Parlor. And you can tell us your experience, by sending a message to this number scrolling on your screen. I'll send an email to us, and then we can hear your view. Thank you so much, and do enjoy your weekend. Bye.